just went out, giving people time. Actually, I don't even think people going to show up this morning. But hey, you never know. The lines are open, 614-556-4535. For those that might want to have a conversation this morning. A lot going on today. A lot going on. So, first things first, I got to go to the Urban Gems. There's a conference at Franklin Park, and I got to meet some of my young people over there. That's why I'm up this early. We also have the movie today, the school days movie and conversation with the village. So come on out, join us, support us. You can only select one Twitter network. You are kidding. You are kidding. So y'all gonna make me have to, I'm gonna have to go on and, oh man, that's messed up. Y'all just, this is so full of, man, get out of here. What if I don't choose a Twitter network? All right, hold on. Let me send out this message, man. So I can only use one Twitter network. Let me go and post this all over. I don't know why I haven't been using this. I don't know why, but that's me. I mean, hey. So feel free to join us. Feel free to join us. Check it out. Lines are open for the Daily Toast. Gotta capitalize that, because this is something we do on a regular basis. So it's a thing. It's alive. It's a noun. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I guess a daily toast is a verb, because it's doing, not just being. It's doing. The Daily Toast. 614-556-4535. Let's send that out. Because I know a lot of my daily toasters are asleep, because they think, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever expects Brother Hatim to be up this early on a Kuumba, right? And I could dig that. And I have to take responsibility for that. I'm cool with that. But I'm toasted, and I want to welcome all of y'all here to toast with me. I got the lines open just in case. We will be tomorrow on the Money. We'll probably be doing it around 11 or 12, depending on what time I rise. You know, we gotta do our thing. And we're gonna make sure y'all see that y'all can call in at 614-556-4535. We're living in an incredible time, and I have hit my 50s, and it's like, man, it just don't stop. So I got that up. It's up. The call line is open, so you can feel free to join me if you wish. All right. But without any further ado, I need to let you know you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You slipping. You get it together. Let's try that again. Anime, good God, pull it from here, down here. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know this is a Daily Toast. We start our days toasting our ancestors. And of course you know it's a Heart of a Simba production. But we strive to do nothing but blow up those old paradigms. All right. So let me get the stars of the show together. Let me get my water. Let me get my intro music. Get your water. Get your glass. I know some of y'all gonna catch this later. Mr. Diddy. Drink your water. body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Take your breath and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. One more time. Take your breath and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Great Kuumba family, great Kuumba. I am up on a Kuumba morning and I am like all alone. All alone. And I understand because family, we are in a situation where we have to get out and we have to hustle every day, grind every day, go places where we might not be appreciated, go places where we might not really truly feel welcome, go places and be in unhealthy situations, go places where our emotions are constantly assaulted, go places where we, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, family. It's cool. Get your rest. But I'm toasting the ancestors for all of us, right? I got the list, and they're waiting, and we're about to do it. But first, I got to finish my water, right? Make sure you finish your water. Remember, on Gye-Nyame Journey, 4 ways, 4 things that you need to do in order to stay healthy. 1, breathe. Now, a lot of us say, well, brother, I tell him I breathe all the time. Brother, I tell him I breathe all the time. But the question is, are you breathing right? Are you breathing right? Are you breathing through your mouth? Are you breathing right? Is the question. You know what I'm saying? And the answer for most of us, unfortunately, is no, we're not breathing right. Right? We must breathe through our nose. We must breathe deep down into our bellies. Sometimes we got to hold our breath. A lot of diseases that we do have, a lot of these diseases that are attacking our families, a lot of diseases that we are dealing with, and also the prevention of some illnesses can simply be done by us practicing our breathing. You could do it through meditation. You could do it in your daily, while you at work, when you're sitting at your desk, or when you're moving around. Every now and then, stop it. Feel your breath. Feel it. Know what you're doing. You're pulling in the life force. You're pulling in the very essence of you. You're pulling in for a lack of a better term, you're pulling in God. You're pulling in the divine. And your body uses that. Of course, it uses the mechanical aspects, right? But also, it uses those spiritual aspects. This is what I mean about spiritual technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying one of the fields where we can get a foot up is a spiritual technology. What do you mean by spiritual technology, Brother Hatem? Things that introduce people to their spirit. Things that bring people into a personal relationship with their higher power. There's thousands of people who hunger for this. A true encounter with their Creator, a true encounter with their ancestors. You know what I'm saying? A true encounter. Something that they can know that this world is a lot bigger than just the shit that they are bogged in. You know what I'm saying? Because family, listen, in order to build what we're building successfully, we got to make sure that people feel stable, make sure they feel safe. We got to make sure that they know that they could be vulnerable, and they know that they're in a tribe where people recognize where their weaknesses are and can help them overcome it, either by them working or by your tribe filling in where you may not be able to fill in at. That's what a tribe does. That's how we survive. We come together. And when one is weak, the other is strong. And where the other is weak, the other is strong. Right? We support each other. And in that, I'm able to become vulnerable. Once I'm able to become vulnerable, right, trust develops. Imani develops. And then out of all those other principles, the unity, you see that unity in there? Unity grows. That self-determination grows because I'm constantly moving towards being a better person. And you, in my tribe, I'm constantly moving towards being a better person. Then we are able to work together. That's Ujima, right? Collective work and responsibility. And we're able to get resources together. That's Ujima, cooperative economics. Then from there, the final and most important piece. Listen to me, family. The final and most important piece. Because I already mentioned Imani. Because Imani comes once you're able to show your vulnerability, right, in that group. But the most important piece and the highest piece is that collective purpose rises up. It's another one over there. The collective purpose rises up. Right over there by the chair. The collective purpose rises up, right? And the person starts identifying with the tribe, with the ancestors, with the collective in a more powerful way, all right? So now let's get back to the 4. So we talked about breathing. Then you need to make sure that you got your water, drinking good water, right? Many of us are walking around here dehydrated and don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Water is a key to life, family. And a lot of us is not getting enough hydration, as my kids say. Stay hydrated. Make sure you stay hydrated, family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our systems are breaking down because we're not giving it the major tool for improvement. We're not breathing and we're not drinking proper water, right? Sink water don't count at this point in time. Next is we're eating a culturally appropriate diet. What do you mean by a culturally appropriate diet, Brother Hatem? Being of African descent, right? My entire system has been moved to eat and survive off of certain foods. I need to find those foods and I need to add those foods to my diet. One of the things that I tell everybody of African descent that you need to check out is the African Heritage Diet. Diabetes is not our thing. High blood pressure is not our thing. A lot of these autoimmune diseases are not our things. They are things that are being brewed in the fact that we are living our lives and eating foods that are culturally inappropriate. And once we align with our culture, because understand this, because cultures, I want you to understand this, cultures develop to help people survive. Unless, now naturally they develop to help people and groups of people to survive. But when a culture is interfered with, or when a culture is injected by an outside source, it works to benefit those that injected it or those that created it. Family, are you living a natural, are you living your divinely given culture, or are you living a culture that has been created and developed for you by men so that you can support what they got going on? That's the key question that you got to ask. So we have to get to the culturally appropriate food, and we have to do culturally appropriate movements. Not just exercise. Exercise is important, but we have to throw some of the culture up in there, right? And that means that not only in our movements and in our exercises, we are doing culturally appropriate actions to help build and protect those that are around us, those that are in the culture. So one, air, proper breathing, proper water, culturally appropriate food, culturally appropriate movements. All right? Keep you healthy. Right now, 5 parts of being. Because this, once you start doing this, your 5 parts of being start lining up. Intuition, right? That knowing without knowing, the thing that connects you to all of the divine wisdom in the universe, that innate knowing, fires that up. Number 2, what's that? I am the mind, right? Your mind start clearing up when you start practicing the 4, right? Your mind start clearing up. You're able to think. You're able to use your mind, and you're able to get it to start moving. Then you got the emotions. Your emotions start balancing out, and you start learning how to listen to your emotions and be able to express your emotions and be able to answer the questions that the emotions are raising up in you, right? Because think about it. When emotion rises up, there's a question. There's some type of question. Now, if it's a joyful, if it's a peaceful, powerful, joyful emotion, keep on doing what you're doing, as our elder would tell us. Keep on doing what you're doing. But if you're mad, sad, or scared, you have to ask the questions. And then it don't have to be outwardly, but you have to ask your question internally, or at least somebody in your tribe should be of the mind state to ask you the question. If you're mad, how have you been violated? If you're sad, what's the loss? If you're scared, what's the danger? Right? And by doing that, what we do is we help each other grow, and we help use the emotions for what they are designed for. The emotions help move us, help inspire us, help it put that fire up under us so that we can get done what we need to get done. So we got the intuition, the mental, the emotional. Now we got the spiritual. Your spiritual connection starts building up because you got the 4, took care of 3. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about the, part of the 3, that feeling, that safety, that vulnerability, that sense of purpose, right? You got that. Now your spirit is aligning, and doors are starting to open for you. Opportunities, as small as they may be, begin to open up for you. And last but not least, you got that physical, right? Your physical body start getting in line, so everything can now work together. And like I said, the 5 parts of your being form a fist so that you could knock oppression off your back. All right? So that's my spiel for this morning. I know y'all heard it before, right? Y'all heard it all before, but we have to repeat. Brother Hatem, I'm at that age where I have to repeat. And I appreciate y'all giving me the time to allow me to repeat. Let me hurry up because I still got to iron my clothes so I get out of here. So now, I want to remind y'all that we will be showing school days today from 2 to 5. We're going to show the movie. We're going to have we're going to have a discussion. And I will run the discussion for however long y'all want. Some of y'all might want to discuss a little bit longer. Some of y'all might want to leave. Concessions will be available. We're going to be giving away prizes. So family, I want to see your face in the place, right? And also, tonight I will be posting up a link by which you can help donate. You can help by donating to the Malcolm X Festival. This is a fundraiser for the Malcolm X Festival, and we're trying to make it a powerful festival. But more than that, we want to make it a festival that's ours, right? Where we're using our dollars to make it happen, and that's what's going down right now, right? We're at a point in nation building where we have to take a personal. We got to put a personal stake in it. We got to get skin in the game, right? Because we got a lot of so-called conscious people running around here and have absolutely no skin in the game. You know somebody playing for real when they got skin in the game. They actually got something to lose, right? And I want people to invest in what we're doing as far as nation building, as far as warriorship. I want you to invest in that like you invest in some of these jobs that y'all got. Y'all invested. Y'all invested. Hey, Vicky, can you leave that dryer on? Because I'm trying to get the wrinkles out that jacket. All right, it's real life here, Gye-Nyame, all right? So, I'm almost done with the water, and we're going to do this toast, and we're going to get up out of here. All right. Now, see, I killed my 32 ounces. All right, family, remember, you should drink half your weight in ounces every day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you need to be drinking at least 50 ounces of water. All right? So you take your weight, divide it by 2, and then convert that into ounces. Don't let me say convert because some of y'all will get too rapid. Take half your weight, and instead of saying pounds, say ounces, and that's how much water you need to drink every day so that you can make sure you got everything popping off that you need, right? Water done. All right, I think we're going to do the actual whole body ambrosia. I think this is the ambrosia. You know how I know this is the ambrosia? I heard you. I hear you. I know this is the ambrosia because it's only a little bit in here. And my wife be coming around taking my ambrosia. That's how you know you got some good stuff when people come up and they be trying to get your stuff, right? So we're going to go and sip on some of this ambrosia. Well, this might not be the ambrosia. I might have tricked her with my artificial ambrosia. I got to have decoys, you know what I'm saying? Got to have decoys. So I got some more brewing because the elders got some orders in. So we will have, within the next possibly 3 to 4 days, I will have available. I'm gonna have about 2 gallons of that Justice League ambrosia. That's the lemon, lime, and ginger. I'm gonna have. I don't know about the ginseng because I fulfilled my order for the ginseng. So I'm gonna have red too. I'm gonna make me a bottle of red. I'm gonna get my wife to go out and get some wachi leaves, and we're gonna have us some ambrosia red too. All right. So we're gonna have red, original, and that Justice League. All right. So first, calling on the Creator by whatever name you choose. Call it Creator. We salute the Creator. We remember the Creator. We embrace that force that flows around us, and we say, Ashe, saluting the first ancestor. From there, we move to the stars of the show. We want to, well, first, let me do this. Today is Kuumba. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, because y'all, those that you need to be learning the language, if you don't speak the language, today is Kuumba. The demonic principle of the day is order. The color is orange. The hermetic law of the day is cause and effect. If you were born on this day and you are a male, you are a Kwame. You were born on this day and you are female, you are Ama. All right? And from the emotional emancipation circles, which we will be having an emotional emancipation circle session during the Malcolm X Festival. So y'all been hearing me talk about this for the last year and a half, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? If you are interested in exploring what this the emotional emancipation circle is, you could come out to the Malcolm X Festival. I will be giving you the time for when the circle will be going down, and you can learn for yourself the power of the emotional emancipation circle. So from their list of African-centered cultural virtues and values, today in Wolof we would be talking about Jup or Jub, good character, just, honest, righteous. In the Khan ethics today, we focus on developing strong character. And in Yoruba, we're looking at Oju Enu, which means insight, right? Seeking insight. So without any further ado, now we move to our personal ancestors. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Chris and Fanny Gatson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Hummer Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Kate Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Normal X, and Pat Maya Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Robert Coleman, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ward, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez LeCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, and Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Slimmy and Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock. Oh, great Kuumba to you too, Miss Tiandra. Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrells, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leanne Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Imatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Ruslyn Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Brother Renee salutes Joe Davis. We added Timothy Butler to the list. That was by way of Sister Jill and Brother Allende. Amatu Noor Ibrahim salutes John Dewey and Ruth Beard. Brother Nubis added to his list Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, and Rosemary Charles. Sister Tiandra salutes Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Brother Deshaun Sensenbaugh salutes his mother, Jennifer Sensenbaugh. I added to my list Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Washington Jr., and Kaniko Parsons. Miss Aisha salutes Stacy Trice, Frankie Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, and David Brown. Miss Ford salutes Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, and Francis Boots Jefferson. Actually, let me say that again. Miss Ford adds to her list. All right. Dr. D, or Dr. Wilkinson, salutes her father, Dan Wilkinson Sr. Sister Jackie salutes Emma McClendon, or adds Emma McClendon to her list. We added to the community list Jerry Doyle, Amina Robertson, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray. Sister Madonna salutes Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis. Sister Cynthia salutes Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. Sister CeeLo added to her list Archie Beck and Anna McGill. Brother Santana added Aunt Becca, Elder Gray. Elder Greg Arnold salutes Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame. He down there throwing my 5-gallon jugs around. Sister Shelley I salutes Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Witherland and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, and Mother Gibson. Brother Quabana and Anton Nixon salutes Alex Nixon. Elder Bowie salutes John Bowie. Elder Cedric salutes Lester and Rachel Sanders. Sister Janelle salutes Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes. Elder Oi Bianchi salutes Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott. Charles Stevenson salutes Vivian Stevenson, and Cassandra Holloway salutes Mona Ann. Elder Phillips salutes Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston. Sister Enya salutes Margaret Towns and Mary Williams. Sister Heather salutes Leroy Q. Heath Sr. Patar Capshaw Moore salutes Albert Moore. And Yeye Motley salutes Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, and Earlington Houston. Once again, we have completed another round of saluting our ancestors. And we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Y'all know when we salute each other's ancestors, we become family, right? Right? Yeah, you know, y'all realize that, right? Every morning, we toast the ancestors. And sometimes I'm late. Most days I'm early. But most, y'all know how it goes down. So we lift up the glass and we salute those ancestors. From their family, we toast the now. We salute the now. Because in the now is all our power, right? Because we can use what we got from the past. We can generate power right here in the present, and the power we generate in this present affects our future, right? And since we're working towards a better future, that means we better get to work. As I say, the hustle builds muscle, right? So let's get out here and let's get the hustle on. From there, family, we toast it. From there, we move to our future, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Because as long as we remember we working for them, like I was talking to you about the part of that 3, that security, that safety, that being able to be vulnerable, feel safe. You know what I'm saying? That once you feel safe, you're able to be vulnerable. Once you're able to be vulnerable, you're able to build teams, you're able to build families. Then from there, a sense of purpose, right? Once we start realizing that part of our purpose is to make sure that we're able to provide a place and a safe space for our children to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I think that would change the framework around what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand drama is going to rise up. And we all need to understand this. Drama is going to rise up. People's feelings are going to get hurt. Some of us going to fall out. But we still have to realize that we're family, and we still have to continue working. You understand what I'm saying? We still got to continue building. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time. So we lift up the glass for the future, our children's children, on to infinity. And then remember, we are generational people. So it is a possibility. Well, it's not for you. It might be possible. For me, I'm coming back in my bloodline. So that means that, like, after, I'm 50 now. After, I get done with this life, I might take a couple generations break. But I'm coming back to my bloodline, so I need to make sure that Cleve and Gina and Sasha and Wisdom and all my other children are handling their business. You know what I'm saying? I got to set an example, because I don't want to come back to no madness. You know what I'm saying? I want to come back in a better situation than I left, right? I want to come back when my people moved on a little bit farther than we were before, right? And if I work in this life, when I come back, you know what I'm saying, I might not be able to take a vacation, but I will be able to take a few more. You know what I'm saying? So, so we lift up the glass and we say Ashe to the future generations. From there, we salute all of our relations. You know what I'm saying? Two-legged, four-legged, fin, winged, flora, and a fauna. You know what I'm saying? We just salute all of it. All 5 all 5 elements. I said 5 elements. I sure did. And all 7 directions. Yep, I said 7 directions. Yep, 7 of them. Right? We salute every last one of them. We lift that glass and we say Ashe. And most importantly, family, I toast you. Lift my glass to you. Right? Because we keep each other going. You understand what I'm saying? We keep each other going. It's, for me, it's sort of a sanity check. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can't be the only one like, it ain't supposed to be like this. Or better yet, I ain't going to say it ain't supposed to be like this. Being like this is not right. And I have to do what I have to do to make sure that I get it right. I got to set it straight. My children shouldn't be acting like this. My adults shouldn't be acting like this. My family shouldn't be splintered like this. Right? So I'm going to do everything that I can to make the corrections. So, because it is what it is. And for me to look at it anyway is me, in a sense, being in denial. You know what I'm saying? Not really dealing with reality. I like being able to know where I'm at. Like, for example, one of the worst things you could do to, it's like playing, it's like, I like sports, sport metaphors are easy. But it's like being in a game and somebody lying to you about the score. You down by 30, but they like, oh man, we winning. You doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? You doing great. Come on, Tiana, you doing a great job. and we down by 30. What good is that? You know what I'm saying? So, I need somebody to be like, give me that constructive criticism to make me better. I might need somebody, you know what I'm saying, to be yelling at me, right? Yo, you can win this. We can win this. You can do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Where are we? So that we know for real, right? And get out there and get that grind on, get that hustle, because that hustle build muscle. So I salute you, family. And with that, I say Ashe. Where my glass at? Ashe. 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 I wish you peace, power, joy. 100 years. I hope to see you at the Millennium Community School, 3500 Refugee Road. We will be starting the movie at about 2. I'm gonna be a little bit late because I got a program, that all-day program that I got to be at with some of my young folk. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to inspire some of my young people to be entrepreneurs, and one of the ventures that I'm working on right now is gardening. So we have linked up with this great program called the Urban Gems, and Dr. Wilkerson has put together a program specifically for our youth, right? And it teaches them how to garden, and during we garden all year round because we got indoor towers. And if you get an opportunity to come to the school and you want to see them, I will show you the ones that are open so that I can show. But I'll be able to show you about 5 towers. And each of those towers got 28 ports. And in those 28 ports, right? In those 28 ports, our children are able to grow stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that they will be able to sell. So, my goal is for Cleveland, because Cleveland too young to get a summer job, but Cleve is hustling with these vegetables, you know what I'm saying, be doing this gardening, right? He can sell his product, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing better than getting him a summer job. I'm doing better than getting some of my young people a summer job. I'm getting them summer inspiration. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting them an all year hustle. You understand what I'm saying? Because people always eating. Black folks love greens, and you could grow 28. Think about this: in a garden tower that's about 6 foot tall, with 28 ports, you are able to grow 28 different kale plants if you want to. You got 28 stalks of kale that comes in once you clip them, once they grow, once they get in, you clip them every week. You know what I'm saying? You could produce pounds of that. You could grow tomatoes on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, the small tomatoes, not the big ones. You know what I'm saying? You grow all types of greens, right? So that's what I'm on this morning. We're going down there so that he could learn and get introduced to some other farming techniques or whatever they're going to do out there. Whatever it is, I got him operating. So him and about maybe 5 other young people. And this is what's crazy, family. Listen, we presented this program to our 8th grade, and it's like a lot of them is like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, do it. Don't want to do it. You know how kids be doing. So you got to kind of nudge them in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, look at the design of the program next year. I'm gonna get young people that really, really want to do it. Young people that really, really want to get out there and grind. And other kids could be introduced to it. But I want the one, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the issues that I have been dealing with is that far as our people and doing things for us, a lot of times we got to drag people. And I'm at an age now where I'm like, I'm not dragging you. I'm not arguing with you about what's good for you. You know what I'm saying? As a young person or as an adult, I'm not doing that with you no more. You know, I'll be late too, but plan to come. I have an extra ticket to an event with Dr. Barbara Rose Lee, first black female dean of medical school, and Diana Ross' sister. Like the real Diana Ross? Yeah, you talking about the real Diana Ross? I mean, any other Diana Ross is real, but I'm talking about the Diana Ross from the Supremes. Leaving at 10 program is 12 to 3 in Athens. should have asked if y'all knew anyone that would be interested before now. Yeah, I might have had. Yeah, somebody might have been interested. I mean, because, like, hopefully next year, because you be coming into stuff like that, hopefully next year we'll have a cadre of young people that we'll be able to, make offers like that. You maybe get about 5 of them running up. Like, I want to go, I want to go. You know what I'm saying? But, we building towards that. So, all right, family, I'll see you there tonight. And everybody, I'm going to sip on this a little bit. And we out of here. All right? We did another successful toast. We're moving on 2 years of straight toasting. You know what I'm saying? 2 years. Can you believe it? Every day. I know some people be like, he crazy. He crazy. But I love it. Right? So, yo, peace to you. Be safe in your journey. Of course, the ancestors rolling with you because you up here toasting them. You know what I'm saying? So, you'll do better at what? You do better at what? Damn. I think I got me a new recipe. I was going to throw this SCOBY away. I was actually thinking about throwing this SCOBY away. But I done figured out how to make it dry. So now, man, please. Oh, by the way, for those that are interested, Brother Shaka is putting together a fermented food tour. Now, what is the importance of that to us? Fermented foods. I keep on talking to you about a culturally appropriate. Oh, yeah, we working on it. You know what I'm saying? And then we only come together on, you know what I'm saying? We come together, every other week. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 weeks. And, and a lot of stuff be going on. So, like I said, one of the things that I'm making available to my daily toasters as well, if you have stuff that you won't blast it out, like I do the morning text, you know what I'm saying? I'm making that available to the community because the whole piece is, right, you know what I'm saying, as a family, as a tribe, we have to bring value to each other's life. I'm able to do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get up and just come off the cuff. This is what I do. And hopefully I'm bringing value to your life. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm also learning a little bit about some of this technology. I'm not the best at it, but I do have ways of connecting people and hooking up. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll do better to make sure that I'm able to offer that. So that, because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure if you knew, like, damn, he could do a blast and we might either get a parent or a child or, you know what I'm saying? I do a text message blast. You know what I'm saying? People will get it. You understand what I'm saying? And then they could get in contact with you. And that's that. In a minute, all that'll be paid for itself as we start doing this building that we working on. Tomorrow is divine. I think it's divine conversation. But it'll be switching the times on me. But I will be at divine conversation as well. Family, it's time for the Malcolm X Festival. So, hey, I will be reaching out to y'all. I will be texting. I will be sending out requests for people to donate to, not hell with the donate, invest in the Malcolm X Festival. It's an investment. It's a cultural investment. It's a cultural stabilizing holiday. All right? So, yeah, let me know next time you got something. Any of your events. Because, by the way, those that don't know, Sister Tiandra did a marvelous piece on Instagram using that technology to inform people about not only Black history, but even more important. I ain't gonna say more important because I don't want to offend some people, because some people live in the past, Sister Tiandra, right? But more importantly, she shared what was going on in the Black now. So not only was she giving references to Black history, she was giving reference to what's going on now with actual people that a lot of us know, that you might be walking by on the street and you see them and they doing incredible stuff, but we don't know, right? And that's part of that mind state that a lot of us have been that's been ingrained in us, because as black folks, for a long time we would have to keep quiet what we were doing, because it was a possibility that if we raised jealousy either in our community or from other communities, that in some form or fashion somebody would try to take away what we have developed. So we used to keep stuff close to our breast. You know what I'm saying? So we don't talk about a lot of stuff, right? You know, and we got to understand where a lot of these things that make it hard for us, and they should be come from, and not really be upset about it, but just deal with the reality. You know what I'm saying? We had to do what we was doing in secret. Can't tell everybody. You know, we moved to a point now where, you know, you got to post it up. So, all right, I'm about to get up. I got to get my clothes together. So, family, man, I love it, man. Good God Almighty, this ambrosia be, man. Oh, so Tiandra, you when do you want your SCOBY? You need to go and let a brother know. Because I got one. I got a small one. I got a big one. It's all up in what you want. Since you drink a bottle every day, well, first, I think it would be best for you to start with the gallon or 2 gallon. This is why, because you can master the technique and you can learn what it is you like, and you can start training your SCOBYs and start building up your SCOBYs, and you can move up. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, because you be moving around a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because you be moving around a lot, you know, it's you got a small jar, you ain't got to worry about it. You can let it sit for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days. You got your batch. You pull out your gallon, your 2 gallons, separate them into your bottles, and you got your daily drink. And then as you start increasing how much you drink every day, because once you start producing it, once you start producing it, you're probably gonna be a little bit. You ain't gonna drink it like you be drinking the regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna have to decide on whether I want it refrigerated or whether I want it warm. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to decide, do I want it super sweet? I mean, this is what's dope about creating your own thing. Do I want it super sweet, or do I want it kind of sweet? Do I want it to be dry, or do I want it to be super bubbly? Do I want it to be carbonated, or do I want it to be uncarbonated? These are all the choices that you get once you start creating it yourself. And the same offer that I'm making her family, I'm making it to all of y'all. Like I said, I'll put you know what I'm saying? If I get enough people interested, I'll put together a workshop and show you how to do it. I'll bring you the SCOBYs. You know what I'm saying? If you have all the other stuff, I'll show you how to do the tea, different methods of doing tea. I'll show you how to go and adapt your SCOBY so that you can do other types of tea. Hell, we can even experiment and do other type of sweeteners. Jar, raw honey, green tea, in what form? I use the bags. But, see, and this is what I'm going to say, Brother Tiandra, that's where your creativity comes in. What type of green tea are you going to use? Right? Because, I'm brewing on a budget. So I gotta go and get green tea that I could afford. But let me say this. As I start producing and I get people making orders, they let me know what they want. And sometimes you got some people that will pay in advance. Those people that want, because there's certain green teas that you go to the herb store, man, that's like, right now I'm using green tea. But there's green tea. It's expensive, but there's green tea out there that will knock your boots off. And I can't wait to get my weight up to go and experiment with some of that. See, because right now we focused on the raw honey, right? We focused on the raw honey. And we focused on moving around with different types of tea. But we ain't even explored. The super high quality green tea. It's just super expensive. It's very expensive, right? I mean, it's like, so it's your choice. You can do bag green tea, right? Or you go to the store and you can try you some super high potency unbelievable high quality green tea. As a matter of fact, I think on my next payday, I'm gonna make a private batch of super ambrosia. I'm gonna use some godly green tea. I'm gonna go to one of these herb stores. Do a little research. Look at the brand, because listen, they got green teas. Like right now, the green tea I got, you can look at it and you can see that it's green. But they have actual green teas that if you get the proper measurement, it comes out dark green. 1 pound for each gallon. That's what I suggest, right? But what if you want yours sweeter? Or what if you don't want yours that sweet? Right? So at first, yes, start off with the pound, but what I'm encouraging is for people to experiment, because when we start experimenting, you was in the medical field, we become better as a group when we start experimenting. This is a lab experience. This is experience for us to create a staple within our community. So what's best? You know what I'm saying? What effects are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Do you want high energy, or do you just want to feed the microbiome? You know what I'm saying? So that will determine as you going through and developing your drink, right? So, and it's like, like this time I did a little bit more than a pound per gallon. You know what I'm saying? And one day I want to do double. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, right now, a lot of brewing I'm doing is on I got my little book over here. I got my little recipes that I'm sticking to, because the elders, the people that I got getting it from me like it like this. But of course, I'm gonna do some experimentations. One, as I get time, the summer is approaching, spring break is approaching, so I have a little bit of time to do more experiments, like with the tea, like with the measurement of the honey. I like it like this. I have had it a little bit sweeter, but I like it kind of mellow. I like you know what I'm saying? I kind of call it like the grown folk drinking, because it's like, how many bags of tea per gallon? For a gallon, I would use about 15 bags. I personally use 15 bags, okay, per gallon. All right? For this initial batch, okay, you start with about 15 bags, all right? So that you get a high potency of the actual green tea, the stuff in the green tea, as well as the caffeine, all right? Now, but let me say this. If you are going to go out and buy super high quality tea bags, you might not need 15. You understand what I'm saying? So that depends on you, however you want to do it. And I'm saying, because you have, all you gotta do is tell me you want something, right? I got you. You understand what I'm saying? But being a ex doctor student, all right, you might have in mind exactly what you want. You in touch enough with your body to know what you want. Like, do you want high energy? Do you want, be clear on what you want. I could specify a little bit more for you. But yeah, if you're getting regular green tea, about 15 bags. If you're getting super high quality, I don't know yet. Because I was experimenting with, I had a small batch, like I had a bag of green tea, about this big, and I just wanted to experiment to see what the different was. And they had green tea that was available that was super dark green. Then they also had it where it had the rice in there, and then they had the other one that was real, not bright green, right? Because the one had was bright green. Then you got the dark green. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So just like we experiment with ambrosia right now, folks was experimenting with teas back in the day. But I ain't gonna hold you up no more. All right, family, this brother had Tim. You know what I'm saying? Oh, back to the Fermented Food Festival. He doing the Fermented Food Festival. Fermented foods are important for us because they are culturally appropriate. Long before refrigerators, people were fermenting food to keep them fresh longer. Not keep them fresh, but keep them alive and keep them healthy longer. right? So that, so fermented foods is definitely a goal for us as far as culturally appropriateness, right? And it's very healthy when you really start looking into what fermented foods do for the body and what they might help fight, right? And what they do. All right, so I'm out. Y'all have a great morning. All right, Spreaker. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'm out.